Hello again, YouTube. Truthman here. It's gonna be a short night version of Isaiah 4:1. We got some things we need to talk about. Oh man, I've been hearing some very sad stories today, man. I'm gonna do a Ninja News on it tomorrow. Domino's pizza delivery driver was killed delivering food. I guess they say he was working so somebody else could be off, and that happened. And it's like this stuff be hitting home sometimes because I've been a Domino's pizza driver like maybe 4 times in my life. I was doing it down in Texas. I've been doing it here. It's just really sad, man. It goes hand in hand with what we talking about. Isaiah 4:1 says, "In that day, 7 women take hold of 1 man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace." The disgrace is all that talking they do. Knowing they easy. Knowing they ain't gonna do half of what they say. They don't know, the majority of them don't know what they think they know. The right dude to be all up in her guts. She talking about she ain't easy like these other girls. So on and so forth. The premises that I want to talk about and come from today in this Isaiah 4:1. The main one is, will y'all stop listening to these women, man? When you, as a man, listen to women too much, it's going to cloud your judgment. It's going to create a double mind. Y'all don't, hey, listen. I talk about this sometimes. The stat is this. 86% of black males that were raised in single-parent homes by a woman become juvenile delinquents. And it's amazing because when you listen to some of these women talk, you would never think that they done raised a juvenile delinquent. You would never think that they ran good dudes off, and as a result, the kids start hanging with the wrong crowd and become juvenile delinquents who kill Domino's pizza drivers. If we was placing bets on who did this, I would bet you $1,000 that the person is under the age of 20. But these women tell it, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe you. When a woman talk too much, I notice through the years, when they talk too much, they be easy, man. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a gauge. And this is going back to my teenage years. My teenage years. When a woman is always talking about what she wouldn't do, and she always talking, a lot of them women been easy. Easy. This is why I tell y'all, do not be listening to them too much. Rarely at all should you be listening to them. They should be listening to you. Not you listening to them, but them listening to you. Y'all let this what they do. If they got some edge on you, they always want to focus on that. Well, why don't you go back to school and get a degree like I did? Well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And one of the reasons why they kill your dreams, in part, is because they talk too much. Some of them don't even be intending to kill your dream, but they talk so much that they do. They'll kill a man's dreams if you let them. They'll gear you always back to where they feel safe and comfortable. If that's a job, even if you're struggling, even if you can't buy what you want, they're going to always try to steer you back to a job. Even though, it'd be some situation where you should keep working that job. But that's not for them to decide. That's for you to decide. They'll just keep trying to steer you back to working jobs because they don't believe in you like that. And you shouldn't need them to believe in you like that. And you shouldn't believe in them like that where you listen to them that much. These women are how you thinking that you can't find nothing better. You ain't gonna find nothing out here. They refer to all the women that you will deal with as hoes, but some of the women you done dealt with did less than them. It's like a woman, if you don't know what she has done or is doing, boy, she gonna have a field day with you. She gonna play that classy role. And you gonna think you got a unicorn, but you got a wild boar. That's the wrong kind of horn. So, stop listening to them so much, man. They'll hire you, and they definitely emasculate. Once your sons get to a certain age, this is where another thing I agree with Coach Greg on. If you got boys, they get to a certain age, all that's left for them from their mother is emasculation. That's all she really could do, because she can't teach them how to be a man. So what is she gonna teach you? From a woman's perspective. And what's that? Practically how to be a woman. She gonna have you thinking towards women in ways that you shouldn't, or that'll be detrimental to you. That's amen. That's what they do. That's how they do it. Just how it is. And that's how it's going to be until you guys stop being sentimental with them. And like the Bible say, to dwell with them in an understanding way. What's the understanding way? That I'm the man, you the woman. You follow my lead or you get out the way so somebody else can. Don't tell me who I can have sex with. You don't tell me who I can have sex with. Well, get out there. Go on about your business then. And we tell y'all, we stress, no marriage license. Don't be marrying these women, because these courts will make you pay for a woman who quit on you. She's benefiting from all your blood, sweat, and tears when you get that marriage license. You live in that Palimony state, concubine. Don't move her in and don't move in with her. Then they can't do nothing. Don't have no kids with her. Take your time. And we getting older. Who's to say you should have them with her anyway? Take your time. Do it. Remember that? We can do it, baby. Take your time. Do it right. And what's right? Concubine them. Long time. Make them earn it. Even if they earn it, no marriage license. They should be living in their own place. You should be living in your own place. And if they start trying to stay over there too much, ain't it time for you to go home? Somebody gonna break in your apartment. You ain't never there. You guys gotta know how to word stuff. gotta know how to word stuff. I remember I had my own apartment, man. It was a lot of fun, man, I'm telling you. And she moved in, everything started changing, man. Like back then, it was different. Like when we was in our 20s, it was different than it was when we got in our 30s and 40s. But if I would have knew what I know now, I wouldn't have got married that quick. I would have been in my own place, and she probably would have been at home with her mother and father. I got some stories. She never probably heard them before. And it's probably not good for her to hear. You know. I was not... See, at first I was, just trying to focus on her, this, that, and the other when we first got together. Or no, when I was trying to get with her. But they was telling me she was asleep at 7. So I was ramming chicks still. I'm like, well, she doing something. She was not at home, man. I don't believe it. That's the only reason why I was still doing what I was doing. Because I believed that she was doing stuff. I stopped and became monogamous for a long time. Did it matter? No, it didn't. Never again. Listening. If you don't marry me, somebody else will. I was supposed to say, well, let them go ahead. So, you guys in the future, don't give in to no ultimatums. Stand firm. Well, go ahead and marry him then. I'll just find somebody else. That's what you tell them. You gotta stop acting like you ain't never had a girl. You gotta stop acting like you can't get no other girls, women, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. My attitude is totally different when I walk in a room with women now. It's more like it was when I was in my 20s, but with more wisdom. That's what I want to talk to y'all about. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with more videos. Stay tuned.